So there's a really interesting story about Jeff Buckley and this idea of practicing. And the story goes that he used to live on his own in a little house, and he'd practice and be doing singing and guitar practice, and then he'd, maybe get a bit distracted and go to the fridge to get something to eat. And inside the fridge was pretty much bare, except it had a sign that said, "Go and practice your scales." And the reason I'm telling this story is because I want to highlight this thing about fundamentals, about practicing fundamentals, and how we can get distracted trying to get fancy doing other stuff. So if you're a songwriter, if you're a builder, if you're a basketball player, this goes for every kind of pursuit out there. So I used to do Taekwondo, and I became a black belt in Taekwondo and became Australian champion. And even the day after a tournament where I'd won a bunch of gold medals, the first thing we do is get back in the dojo and practice fundamentals. And, you don't just show up and then just start doing high kicks and more advanced stuff or dealing with weapons or whatever. You always come back to fundamentals. So this is something that I carried forward into music as well. So practicing scales, something I've talked about quite a bit is daily practice. So every day I'm focusing on fundamentals. And another really interesting story about fundamentals is the idea of a mentor or a coach. So Michael Jordan was an incredible basketball player before he was playing in the big leagues, right? And he got that way through practicing fundamentals. And so when he became, amazing, why would he even have a coach? And the reason is, why does anyone have a coach at a higher level? It's so that the coach makes Michael Jordan practice his fundamentals, because it's very easy to kind of start getting arrogant and thinking, I don't need to do that anymore. There's another good saying, which is success has defeated you. When you get too big for your boots and you think, well, I don't need to practice that anymore. I'm already amazing. So a coach or a mentor is someone who not necessarily knows more than the other person, but they're there to make sure they're practicing their fundamentals. So that's just a concept about fundamentals. Whatever you do in your life, in your world, break it down to fundamentals. Make sure you're doing the real work, the work that has to happen. So if you're a painter, the fundamentals are drawing, illustration, and capturing images. If you're a basketball player, fundamentals, getting that ball through the hoop over and over and over and over again so that you can do it in any situation. So that's the idea for today. Hope you enjoy that. Leave some comments in the comments below. Check out the links below for some free resources to get some free music of mine, or some resources to help you boost your creativity. Subscribe to the channel. Give it a thumbs up. All that stuff. Share it with anyone you think that idea is going to be helpful for. And keep an eye out for more videos coming your way. See ya.